Alright, so in past experience, this mix makes about 10 muffins. Again, depending on how full you fill them. Alright, I'm just going to fill these. Some of those walnuts I probably could have chopped up smaller. Alright, so got 11 muffins. So here's what you need to do with if you make these. Alright, so oven is at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to put them in for 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, you're going to turn your oven down to 350 degrees and bake them for an additional 6 to 8 minutes. So I'll probably take them out about the 7-minute mark at that point. Alright, so that's how these are going to go. Alright, so now I'm going to put them in the oven. Alright everyone, so we're going to put a toothpick through a couple of them. They don't seem as brown on top, so they might have to go back in. Toothpick is pretty clear. But normally they get a little more brown on top. But the toothpick is clear. I mean, there's no bread on it or dough on it whatsoever. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to leave them at that. They smell amazing though. I love the smell of banana nut muffins. Alright, so I'm going to just put these to the side. They're on a cooling rack, and I'm going to let them cool off. Hopefully I'm right about not putting them back in, but I did put them in for the 8 minutes. Normally, I don't know, this is the first time I've made these in this oven. For those of you that are newer and don't know the backstory, is this past summer we had a bunch of home repairs done through a program, and our stove was replaced to a glass cooktop. So I could see differences in the way it is from our old one. This is the first time I've done these muffins in this oven. In the old one, I always had a brown top, cooked for the exact same amount of minutes. But yeah, I'm going to assume maybe it's just the way this oven is. I don't know. But if I'm not getting anything on the toothpick when I poke through the muffin, there's absolutely nothing on there. So I'm just going to take it as they're done. So I'm going to take it as it cooks different, it bakes different than my old oven. So, but they do smell amazing. Alright, so I've got some cream cheese out. Softening up so I can make cream cheese frosting for these. And yeah, and it's after 2 already, and yeah, this is just the way my day goes on a daily basis. You know, I cook, I wash dishes, do a little bit of cleanup, and then I cook again and do the same thing over. Alright, and that's it for now, so see you guys in a bit. Hey everyone, so I am outside, and obviously outside. We haven't seen the outside cat Midnight for going on the 4th day now. Usually about this time he sits out there and waits for me for his food, and we haven't seen him in 3 or 4 days now, so we're a little sad about that. I've seen him run to a couple areas in the backyard, so I thought I'd come out and check those areas. But I'm still going to leave food out for him in case he comes around when we're not obviously watching. It is freezing out here. My hand's cold, so I'm going to make this short. But you can see the sun's starting to set. And I just showed you some deer in our neighbor's yard. They come around every night, so... Okay. So, prayer for little Midnight. I pray that he's okay. I say a prayer for him every day, whether we see him or not. Alright, I'm going to get going. My hand's frozen. Alright everyone, so it is supper time, and we are trying a new recipe for our pork chop dinner tonight. Right now, again, I have don't know what time it is, so I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to eat supper regardless. All right. So I have 2 pork chops. That's what we have in the freezer. So I got to mark these off the freezer list. And in an upcoming video, we'll go over the update of the freezer list, see where we're at, what we've used, and what I crossed off. All right. So I'm going to throw some pepper on the pork chops, but I'm not going to salt them because we're going to have 2 salty juices going here. So I'm just going to pepper them. Turn them around. Oh, pepper's getting to me. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to take 2 tabs of butter, 1 tab for each pork chop. So if you were making 4, you want to put 1 on each. I don't know if I should put that or the brown sugar first. Okay, so before we put the tabs of butter on there, we want to take a tablespoon of brown sugar and put it on each pork chop. Alright, now we just want to take our square pieces of butter, put it right on top. And now, what we're going to do are salty juices are the Worcestershire sauce and the soy sauce. So we're going to take a tablespoon of each. Again, this is a recipe Glenn found on Facebook, so we've both been saving recipes from Facebook, so we each have it to share only to ourselves. And then we've got a bunch of recipes there. So, all right. So yeah, we're trying new recipes. Now I hope this doesn't turn out bitter like the other time. I put most of it on Glenn's. And a tablespoon of soy sauce. Since I put most of that Worcestershire sauce on Glenn's, I'll put most of this on mine. Alright, so that's all there is. I did spray this dish so it doesn't stick. And now I'm just going to cover it with tin foil. I've got the oven at 350. We're going to bake it for 40 minutes. Then we're going to take the tin foil off and put it back in for an additional 20. So I'm going to throw this in the oven. Alright everyone, so the pork chops are actually done. We just have them on warm now, and they got done after 40 minutes. So they're on warm in the oven. Now we had to change our plans from the home fries to white rice. I keep the produce in the mudroom, and it must have got too cold, and all the potatoes turned brown inside, like brown marks everywhere. So I'm guessing they froze and the starch started to break down or whatever, and so all the potatoes were bad. So I'm making a pot of rice in the rice cooker, but right now I'm doing a side dish for Glenn, some green beans. Drain the water out, or the juice, and then put a little bit of milk at the bottom. And then some butter and pepper. And you would just microwave this until it's the temperature you want it at. Alright, so now it's ready to be microwaved. I'm just going to wait for everything to be done, and then I'll microwave it. Usually about a minute or so, minute 30 seconds, something like that. So that's just a side dish he likes to have. Alright everyone, so here is our supper. Some brown sugar pork chops, white rice, and my side dish is corn. Corn is probably my favorite side vegetable. So that is our supper for this Thursday night. So stay tuned. We still have some banana nut muffins to make, and you'll find out if they were actually done inside or not. Alright everyone, so this is the last part of the video, the end of the night, and we're having our banana nut muffins now, and I made this cream cheese frosting. I didn't record doing it, but all it is creaming together 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese and 2 sticks of butter, softened of course. Mix those two so they cream together. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. And to keep it a good color like this, I use clear vanilla. If you use the brown vanilla, it'll make it like a dingy color. So I use clear vanilla when I'm making this. Also, like if you make a icing to put over a loaf of bread loaf or something, like pumpkin or whatever, or on a Danish or something, that homemade icing, also use clear vanilla to keep the icing white. So just a couple things I learned going along my cooking experience. So alright, so made that, and question is, were these done? They didn't brown on top, so it's I'm thinking the oven here cooks different than my old one, but let's cut it open and see if they were done. And they were done. So it is just the way this oven bakes versus the old oven. The old oven would have made the top completely brown. So I already know they were done because I already had some. I did some taste testing earlier. When it comes to banana nut muffins, if they're sitting there and I'm walking by, I gotta grab one. So yeah, and they turned out really good too. So I'm just gonna frost these. And since I split it open, like Glenn wanted, to frost the middle part and the top, so you got plenty of cream cheese on that. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please remember to say a prayer for our little outside kitty Midnight. Just pray that he's okay. And yeah, so thanks for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you all for your support. And again, thank you for the 6,000 subscribers, and let's grow this YouTube channel more. So With that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.